guys, today it is finally time for another Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic is disappointing eye candy, and every chance I have to talk about beautiful covers. Even if it is beautiful covers that have disappointing stories, I'm going to talk about it. So all of these books are books that I did not absolutely hate. I just really thought they were disappointing. I had higher expectations. Yeah, but none of these is I absolutely hated, because most of the books that I really hated, I probably sold, and I wanted to choose physical books that are still on my shelves, because that means they are really eye candy for me. Even if they were not that good of a book, or if the rating wasn't high and I still own them, that means that I just really like how they look. Let's get into it. My number 5 is Shatter Me by Tara Murphy. I know what you're going to say, but don't you like the trilogy? Yes, I like the trilogy, but I was very much disappointed by this first book. The first book pissed me off in so many ways, and I was very much disappointed. But the cover is so very beautiful. Yeah, it's literally eye candy. My number 4 is A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. This cover is one of my all-time favorites, and just the whole design of the book, and it has deckled edges. It just wasn't that good. It didn't really grab my attention, and I keep saying I want to continue with the series, but actually I don't think I ever will, if I'm being quite honest. But I love the cover so much. And I would never get rid of this, never, because it's so beautiful. Number 3 is The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. I bought this 70% because of the cover, but I also thought that the synopsis sounded interesting. I mean, already the title sounds interesting, The Madman's Daughter. So I expected a really cool horror story. There's this heart on here, and the madness is in her blood, and then it's just a really boring YA love triangle story. It was just completely different to what the book says it is. It was so disappointing, and I love YA and I love love triangles, but I just expected this to be super horror-y, and it was just not scary at all. It was just really boring, and the love triangle wasn't even that good, and I'm definitely not gonna continue with these ones. But the cover is beautiful, so this is another one I will not get rid of. My number 2 is the Vivian Apple duology by Katie Cole. The first one being Vivian versus the Apocalypse, and the second one being Vivian versus America. And these are also some of my favorite covers, especially this one. I love this one so much, and I would never ever get rid of these, but they were really disappointing as well. Another one where the synopsis sounds really interesting and really cool, but it was just not well done. Not at all. And the second one was even worse, because I thought many questions would get answered, but nothing actually got answered. I don't know, the world building in this was just really weird, and it was a lot less than I had hoped it would be. So yeah, this was definitely a disappointing read, but I still love them because they look so nice. And my number 1 still breaks my heart, and that is Ink by Amanda Sun. This cover is incredibly beautiful, but I have actually started hating it because I did not like the story. I thought the story was very boring. I'm actually thinking of getting rid of it because I just didn't like it, and it's really I still know that the cover is very beautiful. I'm sorry, it's so hard to see. Maybe like this. I know that the cover is very beautiful, but I can't appreciate it anymore because I just know that the story in it wasn't good. I'm really mad that this was bad, to be honest. So these were all of my disappointing eye candy. I think there's a few more, but this was really my top 5, the ones where I was most disappointed. But as I said, these are all just fine. I think I gave most of these still 3 stars, so that's okay. It's just really mostly the expectations that I had, and then the final result. For most of these, I just expected to love them a lot more. They weren't super bad in themselves, but they just made me hope for so many things, and then they were not these things at all. So it's probably my fault because of the expectations, but what can you do? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching and you loved looking at these beautiful covers, even if the story was bad. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon.